Hey guys, thanks for watching this video, Creating and Managing Content Library in vSphere 6.5 Part 2. In Part 1 of this lab, we have discussed about how do we create local content library and publish it as an external library. In Part 2 of this lab, we will be discussing about how to subscribe to a published library and how do we deploy a VM from content library. So let's get started. Log into our vCenter server, provide SSO username, administrator at the rate of vSphere.local, provide SSO password of our vCenter server, click on login. Now, as you could see, we are successfully logged into our vCenter server. Now, let's look at our library, primary library, what we have created. So like this is our primary library, which we had created. And we have having a content type as VM template, and this is our 32-bit Linux template. Now what we're gonna do now, as you could see in our lab environment, we have a 2 vCenter server, or we have a 2 sites. Mumbai is a primary site, whereas Bangalore is a secondary site. Now, what is our end goal is basically we would like to deploy a VM from that golden template to our vCenter server or our Bangalore data center. As of now, if you see, we don't have any of the content library created for our Bangalore data center. So first thing, what we will do, we will create a subscriber library for our Bangalore data center. And to do that, create a new content library, give a name as secondary content library for our Bangalore data center. Now this library will sync content from Mumbai site. Okay, this library will sync content from Mumbai site as when requires, or we could say periodically. Now, next thing is, where do we want to create this secondary content library? So obviously we want to, our primary content library we have created on vCSI-01a.govmlab.local vCenter server, and we would be creating our subscribed library on a vCSI-028.govmlab.local. So select your secondary vCenter server, click on next, and now here we have to click on subscribe content library, because this is not the library which we are going to publish it. Publisher library we have already created on our primary vCenter server. So here we are going to create a subscribe content library, and you will have to provide a URL for subscription. And to do that, click on this icon, which will minimize it. Go to our primary content library, right click on it, go to anywhere you can go, click on edit settings. So go to our primary content library, right click on it, and you have to copy this. So if you could see in our primary content library, we have the subscription URL. So you have to copy this link and you have to provide that link on this subscription URL. Enable authentication, because we have already, publisher is having a authentication method enabled, so we have to use the same password what publisher has configured with. So provide that password. Now second important thing here is basically that if you could see, we have two options here: download all library content immediately or download library content only when needed. If you want to download the moment your subscriber library gets connected with the local content library, and if you want all of the content to be downloaded immediately, you can always select the first option, where the moment it will sync with the publisher, library, it will download all of the content to its local data store or the storage, whatever you have defined. And if you want to download content only when it is needed, you have to select the second option. So in second option, it will only download the metadata for the items, and it will download the actual data as when it's required. Now it's up to, so you have to decide as per your business requirement whether you want, because if you have enough amount of storage and you don't want to wait for the download process to be complete, you can always select the first option, download all library content immediately. But if you want to use your storage very efficiently and you don't want to download unnecessary all of the data which is available in the published library, you can always select the second option where the library content will be downloaded only when it's needed. So I'll go with the first option. Let's download all the library content immediately because we don't have much data. We just have a 32 MB of VM, so that should not consume a lot more data. So let's go with that one. Click on next. Now here we have to select a storage where you want to download. So subscription library, where you want to keep all of the data of your subscription library. So we have select the data store one. If you have NFS server, you can select NFS server. You can give a path of NFS server as well. And here we can review all of our subscription library content. So this is our name of our subscribed library, which we are creating in our Bangalore site. This library will sync content from Mumbai site periodically. This is the site. This is the content library created under vCenter server VCSA-02A. That most important thing, the type of this library is subscribe content library, and this is a subscription URL. And if you observe, this subscription URL is coming from vCSA-018.govmlab.local. And all of the subscription library content data would be stored in data store 1. Click on finish. And now you can look at the task progress. Let me just. Now you can look at the task progress where it is started syncing the library. So at this particular stage, it is a subscription library is contacting to a primary library and now syncing all of the library data. And now as you could see, before subscription, if you see, the library got created with the type of subscribe and it does not have any data. That's the reason it was storage was used, state space is showing 0 bytes. Now if you just refresh it, because our operation is completed, refresh it, and now you could see the secondary library has downloaded all of the data from the primary, and the storage used on a primary and secondary is equal because we have selected the option of download all of the data immediately. So this lab, this particular part section of the lab discussed about how do we create a subscribed library and how do we create a subscribed library and how do we subscribe to a primary library. Now, what the next thing we are going to do here is basically we are going to learn how do we deploy a VM from a content library. So let's go to our content library. So click on content library, and there if you could see, we have a golden template VM already is available in our secondary content library, which we have created on Bangalore site. Now this option, synchronize item, if sometimes you feel like your VMs are not, ideally we have automatic synchronization option is on. So automatically, periodically it will go and sync with the primary subscriber, or it will go and sync with the publisher library. But in case you want to trigger a synchronization manually, you can always click on this icon, synchronize item. So when you click on this item, it will always go and trigger a sync library item. Now, how do we deploy a VM from this? Just either you can click on this option, new VM from library, or you can right click on this option and there's an option called new VM from this template. You can choose any of this option. And now here we are creating a VM from our content library. So I could give a name like VM created from content library. Select the data center where you want to create this VM. Deploy this VM, select the host. So we have only one host, ESXi-03A, where this VM will be deployed. Now review all of the details, click on next. Select the storage, select this type as thin provision. Click on next. Select network as default network. Click on next, and here we could review all of our VM configuration. Click on finish. And now, if you see in the taskbar, a VM creation has started. It started deploying OVF template. So basically it started deploying a VM from OVF template or from this template, whatever we have created. If you go to VMs and template section under 3, if you could see, we have created a VM. There is a VM created content library. So let's wait for a few minutes to get this operation completed. Now, as you could see, our VM has created successfully, and it's powered on. Click on VM console, and now as you could see, our VM is booting up. And now as you could see, our VM has booted successfully. So now this concludes our lab for creating and managing content library in vSphere 6.5, where we have discussed about what is content library, what is the use case of content library, how do we create local content library and publish it. We also discussed about how do we subscribe to a published library and how do we deploy a VM from a content library. So this concludes our lab. Thanks for watching it.